The 10 toughest prisons in the world. Prison is a place where criminals are held and punished for their wrongdoings. It's supposed to be a place of discipline and reform, but that's not always the case. Some prisons are tougher than others, and those are the ones we're going to talk about in this video. We're counting down the 10 toughest prisons in the world, each more harsh and unforgiving than the last. From extreme isolation to torture and neglect, these prisons are not places you want to end up. Before moving forward, if you are new on our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future interesting videos. 1. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary is one of the most infamous prisons in the world. Located on Alcatraz Island in the middle of San Francisco Bay, the prison was home to some of the most notorious criminals in American history. From 1934 to 1963, Alcatraz housed some of America's most dangerous inmates, including Al Capone and George "Machine Gun" Kelly. 2. San Quentin State Prison. San Quentin State Prison is located in the San Francisco Bay Area and is the oldest prison in California. This prison houses some of the state's most dangerous inmates and is considered one of the toughest prisons in the world. Notable inmates include Charles Manson, Robert Alton Harris, and Sirhan Sirhan. It is an all-male facility that offers educational, vocational, and rehabilitation programs to the inmates. San Quentin also has the nation's only gas chamber and has a death row where it executes its inmates. The prison has had many violent outbreaks and riots over the years, making it one of the most dangerous prisons in the United States. 3. Folsom State Prison. Folsom State Prison is located in Folsom, California, and is a medium-security prison that houses more than 2,500 inmates. It was built in 1880, making it one of the oldest prisons in the United States. Its most famous inmate was the singer Johnny Cash, who sang Folsom Prison Blues while performing there in 1968. The prison is known for its strict security measures and harsh punishment. Inmates are expected to follow strict rules of conduct and are subject to frequent searches and random cell inspections. The prison also uses solitary confinement as a disciplinary measure for inmates who violate rules. 4. Attica Correctional Facility. Located in Attica, New York, Attica Correctional Facility is one of the most notorious prisons in the United States. It was the site of the famous 1971 Attica prison riot, a 4-day rebellion that involved over 1,000 inmates and resulted in the death of 43 people. Attica is now one of the most secure prisons in the United States. The prison is known for its strict security measures, including a heavily armed guard force and an extensive array of surveillance cameras. Inmates are kept in segregated housing units with limited access to the outside world. 5. Sing Sing Correctional Facility. Sing Sing Correctional Facility is a maximum security prison located in Ossining, New York. The prison was built in 1825 and is one of the oldest prisons in the United States. It has been home to many infamous inmates, including mobster Al Capone, spies Julius and Ethel Rosenberg, and murderers Jack Henry Abbott and David Berkowitz. Sing Sing is known for its harsh conditions, strict rules, and severe punishments. It is considered one of the toughest prisons in the United States. Inmates are kept in cells measuring 8 by 12 feet for up to 22 hours a day. There are no windows, only narrow slits of light from the outside that barely illuminate the cells. Inmates are expected to follow a strict set of rules, which include wearing uniforms, staying silent during meal times, and keeping their heads down while walking around the facility. Violations of the rules can lead to solitary confinement, loss of privileges, or even transfer to another prison. Sing Sing is also notorious for its inhumane punishment of prisoners, with some inmates being subjected to forced labor or torture. Despite these harsh conditions, Sing Sing is home to many prisoners who are working hard to turn their lives around. They are offered educational and vocational programs, as well as spiritual counseling and other services. These programs have proven successful in helping many inmates return to society as productive citizens. 6. Rikers Island. Rikers Island, located in New York City, is one of the most notorious prisons in the world. It is also one of the largest jails in the United States and houses some of the most dangerous criminals in the country. While most of the inmates are serving time for various crimes, including robbery and murder, many of them have been accused of less serious crimes, such as drug possession or petty theft. Rikers Island has a long and troubled history, with allegations of abuse and neglect on the part of prison staff. The facility is also overcrowded, with more than 11,000 inmates housed at any given time. This has led to numerous riots over the years, and the prison has become a symbol of the harsh realities of the criminal justice system. Despite these issues, Rikers Island is still a major hub for law enforcement in New York City, and it is considered one of the toughest prisons in the world. 7. La Sabana Prison. Located in the city of Maracaibo, La Sabana Prison is considered one of the most dangerous prisons in the world. It is a maximum security prison and holds some of the most violent offenders. It has a reputation for being overcrowded, unsanitary, and unsafe, with some reports of inmates being tortured or even killed by the prison guards. The prison is notorious for its lack of resources, inadequate medical care, and poor nutrition. Many prisoners suffer from various illnesses due to the unsanitary conditions. La Sabana also has a history of riots and protests, due to the lack of basic human rights for the inmates. Despite these issues, the prison still stands today, serving as an example of how harsh prison life can be. 8. Devil's Island. One of the most notorious prisons in the world, Devil's Island was once an infamous French penal colony in French Guiana. It operated from 1852 to 1953 and housed some of the most dangerous criminals in French history. The prison was isolated from the rest of the world, located on a small island off the coast of South America. During its existence, many prisoners died from malnutrition, disease, and suicide. Those who survived the harsh conditions were subjected to extreme physical punishment, including being chained for long periods of time and forced to perform hard labor. 9. ADX Florence. ADX Florence Supermax facility is located in Colorado, USA, and is considered one of the toughest prisons in the world. It was established in 1994 and is an extremely high-security prison with an imposing fortress-like appearance. It houses some of the most dangerous criminals in the country and serves as a federal super maximum security facility for inmates requiring the highest level of confinement. The prisoners at ADX Florence are subject to strict rules and regulations with all movements monitored by cameras. They are confined to their cells for 23 hours a day, with only 1 hour of solitary recreation allowed outside their cells each day. The prison also has several special units, including a death row unit, a segregation unit, and a psychiatric unit. 10. Hanoi Hilton. Hanoi Hilton is a notorious prison in Vietnam which gained its nickname due to its resemblance to the infamous Hilton Hotel. The prison is located near Hanoi, the capital city of Vietnam. Built in the early 1900s, this prison was used to detain prisoners during the Vietnam War and has been notorious for its harsh conditions and treatment of inmates. Inmates at Hanoi Hilton were subject to extreme physical and psychological torture, including solitary confinement, sleep deprivation, beatings, and harsh interrogations. They were also denied access to basic necessities such as food, water, and sanitation. In addition, prisoners were not allowed to receive any visitors or communication from the outside world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future interesting videos. Thanks for watching.